Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the garden backyard. Today we're going to look at a 3-week update and see just how much everything has grown. Did a video on turbocharging the tomatoes and the cucumbers and the peppers, and of course that was only yesterday, but they actually look like they have grown. It's kind of amazing. Anyway, so I'm going to do this in 2 parts today. I'm going to do part 1 is going to be vegetables, and then part 2 will be flowers. And so we'll set off and check out all the vegetables at this point, see how we're doing after 3 weeks. So this is a row of beets. I haven't thinned them. They just came up, and they came up in bunches. They came up very well, so I've still got to work with those. This is the cucumbers, and this one died. That's gonna happen. You don't know why sometimes they die, but just all of a sudden you'll have a couple that a mole could go under, or ants could get in there and build a bed under the roots, and they just die. But otherwise the cucumbers are looking nice. There's one more that died, and then right beside it is a very nice one. We've been picking the garlic, but it's still there. And behind the garlic, of course, is still the beets. We're looking now at the peppers. These are Asian sweet peppers, and they're doing good. I went ahead and mulched these. Sometimes I mulch peppers, sometimes I don't. These are 2 early girl tomatoes that I put where we took out a row of this romaine lettuce. Here's the romaine lettuce. This stuff has just absolutely been delicious this year. And then this is a different kind of lettuce, and it's starting to bolt. Bolt means it's getting ready to bloom. And as you can see, it's bolting. Then I have a row of okra that's just coming up. I planted seeds on this side, and you can see the little plants coming out. And there's a bunch of weeds I got to get out of there, but they're doing fine. And then this is okra over here that I had raised in the greenhouse and put out, and it's been so cold, it's actually, some of it's dying, some of it is just kind of hanging in there. So it's not doing that well. But I have plenty of seeds. These are zucchini plants. They've survived the transplanting from the greenhouse, and they're starting to grow. And they got a little fertilizer, some 10-10-10 the other day, so hopefully they're going to take off. Here's the asparagus. As you see, we've picked a lot of asparagus, and it's been really good. We didn't get a big crop this year, but we got a nice crop. I don't see, oh, there's a new one coming out. And this is an early girl tomato, and it is doing fine. There's another early girl, and then the better boys are right there in a row. And of course, here's the bok choy, and it is starting to bolt. In fact, I can show you one that is bolting. So, you got to get that picked. The carrots are looking nice. They've actually come up where you can see them now. Yeah, too thick down there, but they're doing okay. And that is the front garden. We'll walk in the greenhouse right quick. And these are the Asian eggplants. And I'm going to have to keep them in the greenhouse for quite a while because of the little black bugs that get on these things and eat them up if I put them in the ground. Later on I can put them in. Once they get bigger they can stand it, but they just get eaten up by little black bugs. These are some cherry tomatoes. I don't have any cherries in the ground yet. I raised all these from seeds, but it's about time to get these in the ground. Zucchini squash has come up. These are zucchinis. We've got more crooknecks, early squash, and there's a watermelon plant that came up. The other three did not come up yet. They may, but I don't know. And then these are climbing butter beans, climbing lima beans, and they're ready to go out on the fence. Over here, butternut squash has come up. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 6 have come up. And then these are orange peppers. I just bought an orange pepper at the store, took the seeds out, planted them. Here they are. And that's a bell pepper. It's time to get him in the ground. Now we'll go to the back garden. And I did a video on the worms that were eating these muscadines, and as you can see, now that they're growing out, there's no worms. So I think my spraying was successful for taking care of the muscadines. Also, the pears are in here. They don't have any bugs on them. Looking good, starting to swell up. A lot of pears on this tree this year. There's another row of red romaine, and it's going to be bolting soon. Been giving a lot of romaine away. This are green beans. These are just bush beans, and that's another row of bush beans. Planted them from seeds, and they have come up. Over here is a row of pole beans, and of course they're going to run up on this fence, and that's way too many pole beans. So I've got to come in here and thin those out. If you let them stay this thick, what would happen is they'll crowd each other out and you won't get a yield. Here's another row of Better Boy tomatoes, and they've been turbocharged. And this little one here, I'm kind of nursing it, even though usually I just go ahead and pull one up that for whatever reason is not doing very well, but it seems to be getting healthier. So that's those. Then these are crookneck squash, and I've got 4 of them that have survived transplanting and are growing. So they're doing very well. Here are some excess peppers that I just hoed in. Didn't have a real place for them, but I need to do something about those. And then here's the snow peas. Now I did a video on how to tie these up, but I tell you, they are doing great. As a matter of fact, if we look, let's take a look. Wow, look at there. There's a little snow pea right there. So they're actually starting to bear. Every flower is a pea. So I figure next week they're going to be in full bloom. Then I did a video on taking a sloped land and planting corn, and here's the corn. This is Silver Queen corn, and this is one of my favorites, and it has come up very, very nicely on this row. It just came up. Over here are some these are Korean pumpkins. They're actually a type of kind of like a butternut squash, but they're shaped like a pumpkin. And then this is two rows of Korean corn, and it looks like Indian corn, and it has come up very nice. It's got to be thinned, and I hit that with ammonium nitrate before this rain, and it has taken off. There's a couple more Korean pumpkins. This is a potato plant that I just put out for fun. Over here, you probably can't even see it, is a sweet potato that is coming through the ground. It's rooting. And last but not least is a watermelon. I'm going to plant a few watermelons in this little row, and one of them has come up. I'm hoping I get 2 or 3. I think I planted a dozen seeds or so, so there'll probably be more. And that is going to be the end of the 3-week garden update. Please subscribe if you want to continue to see how this garden progresses, because it's doing very nice. Thank you for watching.